What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it, YouTube? If one more you guys call me talking about some Jared Goff is trash and the Lions is trash, I'm going to crash out. I've been telling y'all about Goff for too long. I don't want to hear it. Vent to somebody else. OG Steve, what it do? Cuz, what up, homie? What's the deal, y'all? Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I decided to go on and get up today and went over to my niece's house where all my great nieces and grandnieces and nephews was. Well, my nephew, my niece, and all my grand or great nieces and nephews, right? Ma, what up? Boom, what up? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, man. So, yeah, I enjoyed today, except for watching Lamar play like a bum, watching Mahomes play like a bum, and I was loving that Jared Goff and them couldn't get the job done at home on Turkey Day. Tammy, what up with it? Double OG, Johnny, MF James, what up with it? Oh, yeah, I'm in the building tonight. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? Shit. So, Slick said he will come back tonight. So, hopefully, Slick pops up in here. Goob made a special request. He wants to get on the panel with me and Slick. I text Goob and let him know I was going on, but I didn't hear back from him. So y'all stuck with me tonight. Wasn't that a mess? The NFL got jokes, Tammy. A lot of jokes were on display tonight, that's for sure. West Side, what up with it? I didn't eat turkey, ate chicken tenders instead. That's cool, man. I was just happy to get a meal, homie. I was just happy to get a meal, man. And I actually enjoyed it over to my niece's house. So I have no regrets, man. No regrets. Um, but what's the deal, everybody? Talk to me, man. West side, west side, west side. Yeah, we gonna see what's up with Slick and Gold, man. You know. Let me check my phone real quick. All right, all right. Mahomes wasn't no bum. His receivers are. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. They lost to the Dallas Cowboys. That should say it all. That should say it all, man. What's up, Gold? They go, Gold. Oh, you still hosting family from Cali. Oh, well, go on and chill with the family, homie. Go on and do the family thing, man. Take pictures of any aliens and UFOs that you guys may see tonight. I don't want to hear about, oh, you missed it, you didn't see this, that, and the other. Take pictures. The Dallas Cowboys? Come on, man. Hey, I'm finna give the Cowboys a little more respect, man. They won two straight. Man, they started off terrible. They in the playoff hunt now. Shit, I'm gonna leave the Cowboys alone for a while, man. Shout out to the Cowboys and the Bears. Shout out to the Bears. I'm on my hate thing tonight. I'm on my Detroit Lion hate and watching the fall of an empire in Kansas City. I look forward to football season, but this foolishness, man, I'm gonna have to wait and see what the playoffs doing. I heard that, Tammy. You seem to love and know more about football than a lot of these men, right? Michelle, what's up with you? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, absolutely, I mind, absolutely, but you know, ain't nothing like celebrating a Jared Goff loss, man. And Lamar Jackson, damn, man, I thought the Ravens for sure would be able to hang with the Bengals. That was an ugly display of football on Turkey Day. Come on, man, you gotta. If John Madden was here, you'd have to show up. Hey, I ain't mad at the Cowboy fans right now. Shout out to the die-hard Cowboy fans. They need something to cheer for. I'm feeling them right now. That's what's up. Shit, that's what's up. I damn sure thought I was gonna spend the entire day in the bed by myself. So happy to be able to get up and get out and do something, right? Do something. Shit. But I think Jerry West praying everybody off when they play in that state. You mean Jerry Jones? Don't mix up Jerry West, Mr. Clutch, with Jerry Jones, seen in a famous picture being racist. I don't think Jerry West was no racist. And I don't think he would pay nobody off. What up, Big Lee? Rest in peace to Mr. Clutch. Yeah, Tammy, you made a mistake, I'm sure. What's up, everybody in the cheese night, says Big Lee. Magnetic one. Sorry about that. You right, Jerry Jones. Absolutely. No, Jerry West died a long time ago, homie. You know Mr. West, the Laker legend, one of the greatest general managers ever in the NBA. He died years ago. About 3 years ago. No, I got his book somewhere over here signed. Right here. No, no. Yes. West Virginia, man. She was mistaking Jerry West with Jerry Jones, man. You might be too, man. I've been forgetting some. Oh, okay, you just forgot. Hey, you the one gave me them pills to get my memory right, man. So I excuse you, homie. I'm not the greatest when it comes to remembering names. Me neither, no more. I used to be, but not no more. What is OG Slick at tonight, man? Reggie Owens, what up with it? What's the deal, Reggie? Salute my peoples. Yeah, absolutely, man. I see a few more people coming on up in here. That's what's up. If you just joining in, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a blessed day. Now that Cowboys beat Philly and KC and the Raiders, all Cowboy fans going to think they're going to. Like I said, I'm not going to give Cowboy fans no hard time right now. Shout out to them for being faithful. Shout out to the Cowboys for stepping their game up. I am not finna hate 3 in a row. See. Hey, over here, happy Thanksgiving, homeboy. My man said the Cowboy game was dope. Mhm. OG Steve and Reggie Owens, man. We even got the Goob in the house tonight, man. Slick set me up. I'm gonna have to hit KP Video News, man. See what KP talking about. All right. Now they gotta play the Lions on Thursday. Shit. I think they could beat the Lions. Lions gonna give them hell though. Lions gonna give them a hell. For real, for real. They gonna throw all over that. That might be one high scoring game right there, man. 38-35. What you think? Keith Claus, what up, homeboy? What up with it? AR, what up with it? Let me get the link for KP real quick. All right. All right, all good, all good, all. Yeah, Eagles will be back. Yeah, like I said, I think the Eagles lose to the Rams if they match up in this year's playoffs. Where Loyal at? I don't see Loyal. I don't see my guy. I do not see my guy Loyal. Where you at, Loyal? I got that Mariner jacket sitting right over there, that Mariner windbreaker by Levi's. Sitting right over there. I see you now. What up, homie? You had a good day today? LA Rams Super Bowl favorites? I wouldn't have guessed beginning of the season. I knew they would be good, but they look damn good though. Like I didn't expect their defense to be this good. This is the Stafford that I've been bragging on for years. So, I think KP finna come talk sports. Unless he cooked dinner. Klaus, you getting a lot of welcomes up in here tonight, Klaus. They must miss you, homie. The Bengals were looking the way they used to look, playing like they can. That's true. Well, Joe Burrow was back, and they was missing a wide receiver. Higgins, I think his name is Higgins. Yes, sir. Kicked it with the fam and kids. All right. We got the Bears tomorrow. Yeah, y'all better beat the Bears, man. If y'all lose to the Bears, I'm gonna just go crazy. I've answered this question a few times. The Patriots are a damn good team, very well coached, very disciplined, but very well coached. I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl or winning a Super Bowl. It's a little too soon for that. You got a first year quarterback and a coach that's new to the organization. Player, you got other rookies on the squad. So I don't expect them to win a Super Bowl, but they damn sure can compete with anybody else in the league, especially the Buffalo Bills. They are ahead of schedule. Without a doubt, they're ahead of schedule. But I'm loving it. I'm good. I'm good with that, especially since nobody's really talking about it. If Brady was on the squad, everybody be talking about how they hate him, they hope they lose and all that. Why aren't the Ravens running the ball more? Stupid, man. I talked about that weeks ago. Barkley and Henry, they need a lot more touches, man. Without a question, they need more touches. And you can run screens to Henry. That's the crazy part. But I don't know, man. Rams the best team in football. That's what I'm talking about. Say it then, man. Don't be biased for them Eagles. Give the Rams their props, man. Their defense look good. Their defense look damn good, but you know, you gotta be consistent week in and week out. You tired of the Ravens in big games? You should just be tired of the Ravens, period, man. They done played out. All the hype about the Ravens is gone except in Baltimore. Remember, everybody used to tune in to see Lamar Jackson. Remember, they used to think he was a video game, joystick, all of that. MVP, Super Bowl winner. You don't hear that stuff this year. What's up with it, Watts District? They got another Cowboy fan. Cowboy fan in the building. Yeah, Seattle's good, but Seattle defense ain't gonna do it, homie. When Seattle play a good offensive team, their defense ain't gonna hold up. Watch what I tell you. Yeah, Seattle's cool, but they ain't finna beat no good team in the playoffs, I don't think. I highly doubt that. That was a terrible turnover game, wasn't it? Baltimore was in a giving mood tonight. Yes, they were. Lamar, man, and old boy going for the touchdown, likely or lively, one of them, going for the touchdown as big as he is, and with all the momentum he had going into the end zone, there was absolutely no reason for him to be trying to stick the ball out. Just hold the ball with two hands and fall in the end zone. That was a bonehead play by him. He felt stupid. He looked stupid. And he was stupid for doing that. Colts just lost to the Chiefs. Colts just lost to the Chiefs, my brother. You think that's playing ball? All right, whatever. I think the Colts win this weekend, but they don't get no more kudos right now. They don't get no more kudos. Again, I don't see y'all talking about the Patriots. Patriots got a better record than Seattle. We're gonna just skip over the Patriots and go to Seattle. All right, if that's how you feel. Shit. I mean, I'm big on coaching, man. Well, I like Sean Payton. Broncos got defense too. Broncos can cover. They know how to cover. I think the Patriots could beat the Broncos, though. Absolutely, Mr. Carrera. What up, KP?
What's shaking, bro?
Oh, man, we talking sports tonight, man. Even the ladies on the sports.
Y'all talking sports, man. What's up? What's up? Everybody talking about the Plowboys over there. You talking about the doggone Baltimore Pigeons over there. Shit.
Yes. Yes. Talking
Damn.
about both of them.
They look like the Pigeons tonight. Shit.
Yeah.
They don't look like no Ravens.
They look like the Crows.
Yeah, the Edgar Allan Poe's over there, man. The Ravens. Shit. That motherfucker was like, what the fuck happened?
Man.
It's almost like it was a setup. It was a 7.5 point spread for that game. I'm like, man, they just letting this boy win this game, man, just for the hell of it. Cause it's kind of like the Bengals. Oh, they was like what 3-5, so now they 4-5. Come
Who?
on, man. Yeah.
Who?
Can you
Who?
hear me? The Bengals.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They was 3-5. They 4-5 now.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with this. You know, all of the sports, and I've been saying it for a long time, and I've been watching sports, and I've been dealing with sports for a long time. Everything comes through Vegas. Eventually, it comes through Vegas. You know what? You look at the money and how much money people had bet on the Ravens to win this game, and it's like, yeah, okay. Vegas always wins. They always win.
You know how many people had the Chiefs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, now you know why they had to get some of their money back.
And shame on everybody that had the Lions, because a whole lot of people had the Lions too.
Yeah, the Lions, of course. You know, they was at home. They was at home too. So that's two teams that got their butt whooped at home.
Yes,
That was
sir.
that was the Lions and the Ravens. Both got
Yeah,
whooped at home. Yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah. I didn't. You
And
know what? That's who I didn't. That's who I didn't hear from. I didn't hear from my brother that lives in Detroit. I didn't hear from him. Yeah, okay. So I gotta kind
I
of call
want.
him and rub it
I
in.
wonder if you're gonna hear from all your folks in Chicago tomorrow.
Uh, yeah, I'll hear from him one way or the other. One way or the other, man. Ain't no way around it. You know, ain't no way around that. You know, they right now they happy. They happy today. They've been squeaking it out every week. They've been squeaking it out, squeaking them wins out. But
I don't know
tomorrow,
why. I don't
yeah,
know why so many people keep sticking with the Lions. Y'all
yeah,
keep believing I don't know what I'm talking about. Keep believing I'm hating. Keep believing Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the league. Just
yeah,
keep believing.
yeah,
You're going to get what you deserve, too.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it like this, man. When it comes down to football, the most, how can I say it and not really be too derogatory with it? The Dallas Cowboy fans, to me, are some of the fans that, whether it's up, down, in, out, and they're gonna stick with the Cowboys, man, no matter what. So
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, the Detroit fans, the people, especially specifically the people in Detroit, they had that last season was pretty good. So they had a couple of halfway decent seasons. So they're expecting it to continue to roll, but they didn't have so many years of losses to where they looking back at Barry Sanders, they looking back at Megatron, and it's like, well, you had players, but y'all wasn't winning nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't win nothing. So it's like, yeah, okay. All these different type of fans, man, they got different loyalty, but I think the Cowboys fans have to be the most loyal fans, no matter what. Outside of the Chicago Cubs fans, because the
Yeah.
Cubs fans are there, and they know they ain't gonna win, but they still like them anyway.
Well, they got that one World Series in my lifetime.
Yeah, it was 100 years in between World Series wins. 100 years, 100 years, literally 100 years.
It might be
So
another 100.
it
Hey,
might be.
hey,
It
but
might be.
I'm gonna add on to what you said. But I mentioned this last week. I think the Cowboys and the Raiders have the most loyal fans. Uh, Cowboy fans are more delusional than Raider fans, but the Raiders have the most worst seasons, and they fans stick around. At least the
Yeah,
Cowboys be in the playoffs all the time when they lose.
yeah. Well, see, the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders got fanatics.
Yes.
you know, you got fans, then you got fanatics. And them fanatics, man, they hardcore. They hard. I mean, you see how they be all putting on all them costumes and be all dressed up with all that makeup and all that crazy shit they be putting on. It's like, yeah, those are fanatics.
Yeah.
And they travel and they will travel. They travel. But on the West Coast, when I had my hat business, when I was selling, selling like the sports memorabilia and caps and all that, I sold more Dallas Cowboy caps than any other cap. I sold a lot of 49ers caps and a lot of Raider caps, but on the West Coast, the best thing that I was selling was Dallas Cowboy caps. They sold like hotcakes whenever I had them. And when I got that leather, when I started getting the leather ones, oh man, I couldn't keep enough of them.
Well,
But I had
Cowboy fans travel real well. They everywhere.
Yeah.
They're America's favorite team.
Yeah, they travel well, but then you got to remember it's a lot of people that are Texas fans that have left Texas that move in other cities, just like Yankees fans. Yankees fans, I don't care what city you go in, you're going to see a Yankees cap pop up. You're going to see a Yankees cap and you're going to see a Dodgers cap pop up.
Yeah.
So, I flipped over to baseball, but I'm just showing these teams out here that got a huge following.
Right.
And when the Dodgers, I was living in LA when I was living in Palmdale when I had season tickets. We went to the Yankees and the Dodgers game at Dodger Stadium. It had been the first year that they had played the Yankees at Dodger Stadium in about 10 years. And it was a complete, total sellout. But it was literally more Yankees caps in the stands than it was Dodger caps that day.
Mm-hmm.
Took me almost an hour to get in and 3 hours to leave. It was a complete packed sellout, man. I had never been to a total sellout before at Dodger Stadium.
Okay, my man, Asiatic Supreme said, I run into a few Raider fans out here in North Carolina, but most are Washington fans, also Dallas and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, that's the East Coast, so you got to expect that. You got to expect that,
Right.
Well, he said North Carolina, he's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised you don't see a lot of Ravens fans there. Surprised with that one. But
let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with Tony Dorsett?
Yeah, without a doubt. Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Cowboys should retire his number?
Yes. Of course they should.
I wonder what the problem is.
I don't know, man. Sometimes these guys get into arguments with the owner. It's the owner, the Jerry Jones. I mean, he's the owner, so he get a chance to make those decisions like that, whether they want to, so if they was cool and then they fell out, then he ain't gonna put them in. You see who's over there kissing butt right now is Urban. That motherfucker, every time he turn around, man, he all in Jerry Jones' face. But I sold hats for Drew Pearson's hat company. And I was so happy, man, that it was a black-owned cap company that I went exclusively with his merchandise. And he had the NFL contract that first year for about 3 years. And then once his NFL contract was over, and I don't know, his company went belly up, man. But that I was really, really proud, man, to be able to sell the black products like that. Yeah. Drew Pearson.
The Jets should not retire Tebow. That's out of line.
Tebow? Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Who said that? Who said something about Tebow? Tim Tebow had how many years in the league? About 5?
1-800 Brick City.
What do you have? About 5 years in the league? His career was over. Well, Ryan Leaf was about the cat that had the shortest career as a quarterback that I remember. And he had a real attitude problem. Remember him? Ryan Leaf?
Yeah. No, Watts District. We talking about Michael Irvin, not Mark Irvin, but you're right. He got 3 rings and a national championship in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
they had a cold squad in Miami, man, for some years, boy.
Yeah.
They had players over there, man.
Yep. But they was winning. You talking about the Dolphins, or you talking about
Wow,
college?
college.
Yeah. Them boys. Most of them boys is coming out of Miami.
Yeah, them
Yeah.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, they was coming out of Miami. Some of them guys had never seen that part of the state before,
Man,
because that part of the state where that college is at is a lot of money around there.
man, they was getting money and girls.
Yeah. Yeah. The Florida Hurricanes.
And going to the league.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Well, they was doing their thing, man. They did their thing. Were they the ones that created Gatorade, or was that the Hurricanes?
that's the one we talking about, the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes, yeah, created
Yeah,
Gatorade. Yeah, all right.
yeah.
I'm thinking about the Florida Gators. It might have been the Gators that created
Oh
Gatorade.
no, the Gators. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah, the
Gators.
Gators created Gatorade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, that was a hell of a move. And that damn Pepsi company, I think, was the one that marketed it like that. But they made a ton of money, and they still making a ton of money off that Gatorade.
Man, I
You
still
know.
buy Gatorade.
Yeah, I like Gatorade over Powerade. That Powerade got a lot of sugar in it,
Yeah.
but it all depends on what I'm trying to do. And my cousin finally convinced me. He said, "Man, you don't need to be drinking all that Gatorade, man, unless you out there really exercising or really sweating real hard. You don't need to really
Jim Brown
drink."
played for the Cleveland Browns, man.
Yeah, yeah. Now Jim Brown was a beast. The only person I can compare to Jim Brown, that even close to Jim Brown, would have to be OJ
I was
Simpson.
about to say, you better say O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, OJ Simpson, man. After that, I had to put Marshall Faulk in there. Marshall Faulk was a beast.
Yeah.
I watched that boy in college when he was playing for San Diego. Cat ran for 300 yards in one game, and he was bowling over people, man. He had people on his back, and he was still running with people on his back. I never seen nothing like it, man. But one of his thighs was bigger than my whole body. That dude was muscle bound. Yeah.
What you do for Thanksgiving?
So you talking to me?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep. And
You ate that much?
went out to visit, hang out with my sister, man, and ate some more over her crib, and came back and ate some more. Man, I didn't have so much food and so many naps. I probably won't eat no solid food for a couple of days, man. After this, I didn't eat a lot of food today.
OJ is definitely a USC legend, Buffalo
Yeah.
Bill legend, and he
Yeah.
had to spend some time with the 49ers. Didn't
Yeah. I remember him with the Bills. I don't remember him with the 49ers.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, he was from San Francisco. That's where he was born and raised, in Frisco.
Hey, man, Derek Lewis say OJ was killing them on the field. He was killing them off the field, too, man.
Yeah, but he was getting away with it.
Yeah, he got away with it in both.
Yeah, the only thing that caught OJ up was his fucking greed when he got greedy, man, trying to get them damn trophies back. Well, they lied and said they had the trophies. He got set up, and he was stupid, and he fell for it. Went up there with a gun in his hand, shaking like a motherfucker. Give me my trophies back. His ass was shaking.
My man said OJ did not kill that crackhead chick. He conspired to have her killed.
Cato did it. Cato did that shit, motherfucker.
Cato didn't do it, but OJ's son probably, or the serial killer that was out there could have. Yeah. But OJ ain't had no cut on his finger.
OJ wasn't cut. He didn't touch. I think, well, my personal opinion is that the fucking mob that they owed all that money to, they was getting
OJ was running with a gun in a Bronco ready to kill himself.
They had a lot of coke. Man, running.
Ain't no nigga gonna kill himself over somebody he had nothing to do with.
Kel Mac, how you gonna be running on the freeway doing 35?
Because that ain't wasn't running.
Driving. That wasn't running.
Yeah, but he wasn't driving.
Man, that was a low speed chase. Now, LA is known for high speed chases. How you
But
get caught up in a low speed chase on the freeway?
because AC is driving. OJ trying to hide in the back. You know, if he go fast, OJ gonna be hitting side to side, and they gonna know something wrong.
Man, look,
He ain't
that's
had
like
no gun. He ain't had no gun in the back of the truck if he ain't had nothing to do with it.
that's like me coming over to your house. Kev Mac, let's go racing. You got your Camaro, and I'm in my Volkswagen, and I just leave it in first gear. You gonna beat me, man? That's a low speed race. OJ,
Listen,
all
listen.
the people listen. The people had time to go to the store, buy some poster board, buy some pens, draw up some posters, go to the freeway, stand up over the freeway, go OJ, go. Come on, man. They had too much time. That's how slow they was going. I'm like, come on, man. This ain't no high speed chase.
Hey
Uh,
man, listen.
yeah, yeah. Those brothers that robbed that bank
Listen,
and they was
listen,
over in the
listen.
40s throwing the
Listen,
money out the car when they was throwing the money out the car and people was picking it up. Now that was a car chase.
listen, my brother. If your folks was accused of killing somebody and got sued for 58 million,
Yeah.
when your folks die, are you gonna voluntarily say that you're gonna pay the 58 million from that estate?
They ain't finna get a dime from me.
That's what
Not
I'm saying.
now penny.
These motherfuckers know something wasn't right. They finna give up that money. OJ stayed down and wasn't giving up shit.
All right, this is what I'm thinking. If they give up the money, that means they're free of anything else. So that means that the Goldmans or whoever can't say another word to them about anything that they say. Now they can do movies, they can write books, they can make a ton of money off of that situation. The kids can write their book, how they felt about it. So yeah, they free themselves up to make more money. So yeah, give them that a little bit of money and then let them sign off so they can never come back and get another dime. They can't keep coming after you again and again. I'm like, the person is dead, so that lawsuit died with them. I ain't giving you a penny. Yeah. uh, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, and then where they getting the money from? Where they can say we're gonna give you the $58 million, but where they gonna get it from? From where?
Obviously, they got something. Shit. Or
Yeah.
plan on getting it.
Yeah, well, they'll be waiting just like they was waiting and they didn't get nothing when OJ was live.
Oh,
They going shit. It's like, yeah, they got a few dollars, but they didn't get a lot. The house that they sold,
I,
they got that money.
Asiatic Supreme, man. That's what I just said, my brother. I said OJ didn't give up Nathan.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you turn around and you type what I said.
Yeah, OJ was like, fuck y'all, I ain't giving you shit. And so they couldn't touch his football pension money.
No, they
When
couldn't touch his pension.
Yeah. So when they wrote that book, talk about if I did it, they end up taking over the book and then they scratched out if and then wrote I did it and they sold that book. So they got a little money. The Goldman's got money off of that. They got a little money. Let's see. The guy bought his Heisman trophies and all that, then took a turn around and bashed them up, smashed them into a million pieces and made these little jewelry trinkets out of it. They basically tore his house down that he had in Brentwood. They tore his house down to the ground. The
That's
people
because
that
they
bought it.
hated him, man. They
Yeah.
hated the dude.
Right. Yeah. They celebrated when he went to prison. We finally got him. We got him. But it's like, yeah, okay. Well, he wasn't in there for life. He just did his little time and came out and went back to playing golf and chasing white girls the way he did before he went to jail.
Big TY, what's up with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
OJ made that phone call from the motel. He said she doing cocaine. She the overdose.
uh,
you know his life flashed before his eyes. He thought he was going back for another murder.
Oh man. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But see, old boy, now here's how people get in trouble, man. You dealing with a guy that's jealous, right? But you think, well, oh man, I just gotta get this piece, man. This girl is so fine. But she haven't told you about what her relationship is going on. She got you thinking everything is cool. This cat come over to the crib and he end up getting smoked. So it's like, man, you got to think when you're dealing with these women. Hey, you can get really caught up, man, with some women that tell you they won't. If you don't ask them, they ain't gonna tell you if they married or not. They'll take their ring off in a heartbeat in a minute. So it's like,
You
yeah,
saying men won't do that?
men do it too. They do it too. Shit. You see them old niggas at the club. This motherfucker at the club shaking a bottle of Viagra. Got the Viagra. Nigga, 75 years old in a club full of 20-year-olds. Everybody in the club calling him pops. Nigga ain't never grew up. Get your ass out of this motherfucking club and go to a
Man,
jazz
I'm
club.
telling y'all, the man that they call uncle is the man that's getting it all, man.
Yeah, go to the jazz club, motherfucker. Why you at the club with the teeny boppers and shit?
Yeah, because you know the young women like an older man.
Yeah, they are attracted to older men because first of all they know old men got money. Second of all, they know they're gonna take time with them. They're gonna teach them some things. They ain't gonna just rush, jump up and down on it, then split and say, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go play basketball with the homies." They ain't gonna do that shit. They're gonna spend time with the girl. And when she want to leave, she just say, "All right, I'm getting ready to go." He peel off some money. Here, take this money with you. Get on out of here.
That's
And she
why
happy.
a young girl want an older man. He can only fuck so much.
Thank you.
Shit. Now they getting away with they ain't gotta give her no coochie, no head, and they get money when they leave.
Look, he like, all right, come see me in 30 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Come see me next month,
Exactly. Old
Yeah, he
boy
get
ended up in Nicole house because she called the restaurant because she left her glasses and he was bringing them to her.
now do
Nicole
you
owns
really
some
believe
drug
that shit?
dealers.
Do you really believe that? That
That's what
motherfucker went all the way. If she was a regular, she coming back to the restaurant to get her fucking glasses eventually.
he
Either she
was
had
hitting
another
that.
pair.
He
Yeah, he
was
was hitting
hitting
it.
that.
He knew exactly where she lived. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, he
If
was
I
hitting
if I
that.
work at McDonald's, I don't know where every motherfucking customer live. Shit.
Hey man, he was hitting that.
Yeah, he was hitting it.
That's what OJ was mad at because he was riding around in that Ferrari that OJ paid for.
Riding around in his car, high signing, showing off. Look at me, I'm in a Ferrari. But it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, man, you playing the game. You get too close to the sun, your ass get burnt. Shit. Fuck that.
yeah. But shit, she running up her debt with the drug dealers, and he
Right.
probably getting high right along with her.
This is what I was saying now about the drug dealers. Now, her best friend, female friend, Faye Resnick, coincidentally checked into a rehab center a couple of days before the shit went down, before the girl got killed. She knew them motherfuckers was coming. She knew they was coming. She went and hid inside the damn rehab center. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't paying these motherfuckers. OJ said, I ain't paying them no more. Y'all, that's y'all bill. You fix it. You pay it. I'm giving you XXX amount of dollars every month. What you doing with all this money I'm giving you for this child support and all this shit I'm paying? She didn't want to pay the drug deal. She didn't want to pay the drug for the drugs.
Hey man, Anthony Mays is crazy. He said if I'm old, I'm going to the club with my old money. I'll pay your phone bill, baby. Give me a kiss. Dirty old man.
ODB. ODB
ODB.
is in the house. Oh, dirty bastard.
Hey, Derek Lewis said they said OJ snapped when the dog licked the guy.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Man, I was
I
in the
still
county jail with OJ, man. I used to see OJ going to court. OJ
yeah,
was all right. I used to see him in visiting too. His
yeah.
lawyers and his daughters was always there visiting.
Yeah, yeah. I was on a jury trial at the same time OJ was going to court downtown, and
Man, did
I
you
got a
vote
chance.
guilty? All I want to know is, did you vote guilty or not guilty?
No, I wasn't on the OJ trial. No, I wasn't on the
I'm
OJ
saying
trial.
whatever trial you was
Oh
on.
no, hell no. I was an alternate. So they have 12 jurors. They had 16 jurors. I was juror number 13. So only the first 12 jurors are the ones that deliberate. I didn't even get a chance to vote. So, I didn't even get a chance to vote. The white boy sitting next to me, man, with a scratch pad, drawing cartoons. He had already made up his mind he was going to find the dude guilty. Rotten motherfucker. So I saw Marsha Clark. Me and Marsha Clark got on the elevator, man. You talking about a chick that had some beautiful fucking legs, man. That motherfucker had a body that was amazing. Well, her face was hard like Granny Clampett, but that motherfucker had a badass body.
What
Shit.
was the black lawyer name that was hitting it?
Darden, Christopher
Darden.
Darden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Darden.
yeah. Darden lived over there in Ladera Heights. That's when I found out Johnny Cochran and them. I saw them. I was leaving the court. Johnny Cochran and Shapiro, they were some little bitty motherfuckers.
Damn.
I could see over the top of their heads. I ain't but 5'8". I've been looking over the top of their heads, man. Like, damn, these little bitty motherfuckers. But Johnny had that long bread, man. He had that long fucking money. Yep.
Yeah, Jay Mason, you got a good point. But let me say this: if he wasn't ever capable of pulling off a murder like that, then that might make my claim sound a little stronger that he cut his own finger.
Yeah. But did he have any cuts? I thought he didn't have no
Yes.
cuts.
No, he had a cut. He said he broke it on a glass.
Oh, okay. That part I don't remember. I
Flew
remember
out
them
of
trying.
town.
I remember them trying to put them gloves on, and that shit didn't work.
Man,
Uh,
and that, you know,
yeah.
anybody who really believed that them gloves didn't fit is stupid as hell. That blood made the gloves kind of shrink. And if you watch OJ put the gloves on, you could see him opening them big ass hands so it wouldn't look like they fit. I
Yeah.
ain't mad at OJ. I'm an OJ fan, man. OJ, I grew up on OJ.
Yeah. I thought at that point, I thought it was the rubber gloves that he had on his hands that was keeping them from gripping, from gripping on his fingers. But hey, your theory sounds good too. I
I
go with
mean,
that.
I wasn't there. I don't know if he did it or not. It
Yeah.
sounds to me like he participated.
Right. All right. Let me ask you a question right quick.
Yeah.
You've been in jail before. I have too. I have never seen one motherfucker stab two people in jail with a shank. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen one motherfucker stab two folks. And outside of poking somebody, but you talking about slashing two people's throats. If you slashing that motherfucker's throat, I'm going the other way. I ain't finna stand there and wait on you to slash mine.
Let,
You got,
let,
you
let
know,
me. I agree with you. Let me bring something to your attention. We've been on here. Shit, we've been on here for a while. But what do I keep saying? I think he participated. Not
okay,
meaning he did it by himself. Not
okay,
meaning he's capable of killing two people. I think
yeah,
he had an assistant or he was the assistant in that
yeah,
incident.
yeah,
Even
he,
worst case scenario, even if OJ didn't want that done or have that to be done, he more than likely was there and was like, no, don't kill her, don't kill her. It's too much stuff going on at the scene. But of course, Mark Furman, faulty ass, moved the glove and the blood and all that shit. But he still he still had supposedly blood in the sink, blood in the fucking carpet, his sock. The limo driver and Cato had they stories. I think he had participated, man. I definitely don't think he did it by his fucking self.
yeah. I don't think he did either, but not by himself because that's way too. That's too difficult to do, man. You know, trying to. I mean, if you got a samurai sword or some shit and you swinging that motherfucker around, that seemed like it would be more of a thing. But did they ever find a weapon? I don't think they ever found no weapon.
I don't know.
They never did find no weapon. Because, as a matter of fact,
Know.
they tried to say that when he left out of town, he took the weapon with him
away
somewhere else. When he flew to New York or some shit. But you know damn well, the way things are now, you can't get a fingernail file in your suitcase, man, going across on any airplane nowadays.
No, you know he didn't take it on no airplane. But
yeah.
How about this? I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just giving a scenario. What if you hiding in the bushes or you outside stalking and you see a dude come to the door and you slice his motherfucking neck, and then when she opened the door or door already open, then you go get her?
Possible? That could be possible. Or either that or you didn't slash this motherfucker, he laying on the ground and she came out and saw the motherfucker. Oh, you know how they are, man. Them motherfuckers they run toward the monster every time on the fucking monster movies and shit. It's like they just inquisitive like that. Black folks run away from the monster. We don't run toward the monster. You know, only time we used to run toward the monster is if it was a fight in school when we was kids. Oh, they fighting and we run to the fight. But if a nigga was over there shooting, we ain't running toward no shooting. Hell no.
Let me ask all you guys a question.
Yeah.
First, let me ask Reggie Owens. Reggie Owens, have you ever been sprung over a bitch and had to take care of that bitch's whole entire lifestyle with your money?
Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
I'm waiting.
Wow. That's a deep question. I ain't never been financially, financially able to 100% take care of anybody's shit but mine and my kids.
Have you ever been sprung on a woman that you were stalking her?
Oh, boy. You talking to me? Hell no.
Okay, both of y'all said hell no. So let me put this in your head, because I stalked the broad. When I first came on YouTube, I told y'all about this girl I used to stalk. When you stalking a bitch, anything and everything goes. Now imagine she taking half your money every fucking month, and you know she a crack, you know she using drugs, you know she fucking other niggas, you know she letting motherfuckers drive the Ferrari you paid for. Mm-hmm. How can y'all honestly put yourself in that man's shoes if y'all ain't never been in that predicament?
Well, you can't never say never when it comes to any situation.
Man, listen, let me stop.
Never say never.
Let me stop you. When I was on my stalker mode, I was 20 years old. I was Superman. I was the Incredible Hulk. I was knocking fools out. I was jumping in cars with a 4.5, a 4.4. I told you about when I chased her and went to Firestone Police Station. We pulled into the back where the police at. I didn't give a fuck. The police came out the door. I got the gun in my hand. I did not give a fuck. Then I turned around, jumped in the car, and went on a high-speed chase. Helicopter, police, everything.
Damn, well, you did the OJ trial.
You don't give a fuck when you stalking somebody and you sprung and you going crazy and see her with another dude. Let me tell y'all 3 words that you guys probably heard of and you're not thinking about. Crime of passion. That shit is real. That shit is real. So if you ain't never been in those predicaments, you cannot say what that dude did and did not do.
Right. Well, like I said, you can't never say never. But I only got one question. Did that girl have a snapping pussy or something?
She probably did, because everybody was hitting it.
Now I'm talking about the girl you was chasing. Doggone it, she must have had a snapping pussy or something. Doggone
she probably did, because everybody was hitting
it. Shit. Snapping pussy, man. When you try to pull out, that motherfucker pull you back in. Shit.
Man, homie, OJ was still chasing after that bra.
Yeah.
Fool.
Yeah.
OJ was still obsessed with that bra, fool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got cats that go too far, but when it comes down to it, man, like you said, a person you don't know. That's like being insane at the time. When
I
shit
was
happens
insane at the
at the
time,
time.
just like OJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man,
Well,
I'm telling you, this was 1988. I was a damn fool, man. That
yeah.
that first love is something else, homie. It's
Yeah.
better to get it out the way when you're young, cause you see these older dudes killing a girl, killing her mama.
Yep. Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You,
Well, you got to think about one thing, though, Kel, and this is what always kept me going. It's billions of women in this on this planet.
but you don't think rational is what
Billions.
I'm trying to tell you. When you in them situations, you do not think rational.
Yeah.
I always go back to people that do drugs.
Yeah.
When something bad happens or they tearing their body up,
Yeah.
it's a million other things they could have been doing other than getting high.
Exactly.
They
Well,
do,
once I
they do.
slapped that first girl that I was kicking it with when I was a little kid, and my homie schooled me on that shit, and I was out of jealousy when I slapped her. Like, man, don't do that shit. You can't do that shit. And I'm glad at that point that he educated me on how that shit works. From that point on, I leave a broad first before I put my hands on 'em. And I've had a couple
Absolutely.
that literally wanted me to put my hands on
Absolutely.
them, and
Absolutely.
I still split. Nah, fuck that.
Man,
You ain't gonna have you're not
I
gonna
won't
have
even,
the peace and the happiness of sending my ass to jail for revenge, because that's what most of them want to do. They want to make sure I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. That's a revenge thing. I got to let go, man, and keep on pushing.
man, listen, man. Uh, love will make you do some crazy things, but I don't even argue with a woman no more. I'll walk away in a heartbeat than argue with a woman because I'm not going to put my hands on you. I
Right,
damn sure don't want you to try to put your hands on me.
right,
You know, and like you said, there's hundreds of millions of women in America, let alone the rest of the world. But
exactly.
you have to live through some things to really understand those things or
Right, right.
through somebody else's experience.
It's all a learning process, man, and we all got to go through whatever we got to go through to get to where we need to be. That man, look, I told you, man, I've been stalked by a women before, but this one particular girl, she couldn't handle the fact that we broke up. Man, I go to the show. I'm in the show for 2 hours watching the movie, maybe longer. I come outside, I get in my car, I start my car up, and she pulls up in front of my car with her car and blocked me in. And it's just sitting in the car laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? You've been sitting out here 2 hours waiting on me to come out the show? What the fuck's going on here? You didn't follow me to the show and sat in your car for 2 hours. That shit was ridiculous to me, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey,
You know,
Reggie Owens said, thanks for sharing the story. I should make a story out of it. I believe I already did. The one where I ran my mother's leg over in my blue 280Z and me and my brother got into it. I believe I told that story where I went to uh, we was on Crenshaw, matter of fact, such a small world. Baby S Mac was with me, the one to do the interviews with me. He was with me. I jumped out the car with a 44 Magna and I put it to dude's head, told him to open up the door. She tried to drive up, but it was a red light. She couldn't go nowhere. And he opened up the door. I jumped in the car, put the gun in his head, talked shit to her. Oh man, there's so many stories. I don't know. I think the one that I put in the story was when I went to the Firestone Sheriff Station. But I believe I already did that story on here. I don't know what I said in the video, but I know I
yeah,
talked about me and my brother getting into it. I
right,
wanted to
right.
kill him, but none of the homies would give me no gun that day. Uh,
Yeah,
and uh,
yeah. Thank God they didn't.
and both of them dudes are still alive right now.
Yeah. But think about this, man. All because of what happened in the OJ trial, all the domestic abuse laws changed behind the OJ
Yeah,
trial that
correct.
made it like if your girl called on the phone saying you did something, you was automatically going to jail. Automatically going to jail in LA, whether she had bruises or not. So the laws got changed in the whole state of California, come to think of
Man, I ain't never put a bruise on her. I sock her in the back of her head.
it. uh,
I,
man, look.
I slapped her in her ear so hard she couldn't hear for a few minutes.
Oh man, you did a Holly Berry on her? Shit. Yeah.
Hey,
What happened?
so let me tell y'all the story. Let me, because I don't think I said it in the thing, but I'm gonna say I said it on here before though. So what happened is years later, after I finally got over and left her alone, actually I had a son later on, and I completely just got rid of her, forgot about her, never thought of her, never cared of her. Right. So years later, I'm in I'm in that shopping center by the NHPs, by Fox Hills, La Cienega and Centinela.
Oh
It was
yeah.
a, it was a Rouse over there. I was in Rouse
Right,
one day,
right. Yeah,
and I
right
borrowed
there.
a bottle of wine for this older lady I was going to see. And I seen her in there, and my heart dropped. I started sweating because I didn't want to see her no more. I was embarrassed of how things went back then. So I went to the back of the Rouse, and I was hiding and hiding. And I seen her down the aisle, and I shipped to another aisle. I hid. I stayed in there for a while. And I said, she's gone now. Ain't nobody in this store this long. So I go up to the counter, and boom, she walked right up to me. And
Wow.
she said, hey, Kev. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I was honest with her. I said, I was hiding from you. I didn't want to see you. She said, why not? I said, because how I treated you back in the day. She said, no. She said, God forgives, and I forgive too. And she gave me her number. I hooked up with her one time, and everything had changed. It wasn't
Yeah.
good no more. She wasn't attractive no more. I was cool. And that
You had
was
to get
it.
it out, got it out your system.
Yeah, absolutely. It was over with. So
Yeah. Now
that
that's
was
now that
probably,
that's a story right there. That's a
yeah,
story right there. To
yeah,
go through all you went through, and then for a woman to actually come back and forgive you on that level, that's that's the heart is something different, man. Because women think with their hearts. We think with our heads, and a lot of times we don't. We think with the wrong head, you
yeah.
know. But see, that's what gets us into trouble the majority of the time is following our lust instead of following our mind. You
You know,
know,
I'm gonna give you a red flag on this. I met her on Crenshaw Boulevard on a Sunday night. That was the red flag. Like, nigga, you meeting her out here where all the niggas is at. You already know what type of female you dealing with, but I just didn't want to believe it. I felt
you
like
out
I
there with the low riders on Sunday night.
Yeah, but I feel like, man, she fine. Her
Yeah,
hair stay whipped.
she was a
She
car hop. She was a
yeah,
car hop.
she had body. She with it. So I didn't
Yeah,
want to believe it, but it is what it is. It took me a while to figure it out, but
yeah,
she ended up being cool, man, and I didn't even want to be her. I didn't even want to be friends with her. I'm
right,
like, I'm
right.
cool. That was a chapter in my life. I don't
Yeah,
want nothing to do about no more.
right.
And,
Man, we
and
didn't win. We didn't win all the way left, man, from sports. You sure this is a sports show? Or is just gonna be a regular show tonight?
No, it's we just shooting a breeze, and now I can't
Yeah,
believe we done did an hour already.
yeah. But check this out. It was a girl that I work with, right? Very, very attractive chick, and we hooked up together, and we was going together for a while, and uh, and that was my first time ever dating a nymphomaniac, man. If I wanted to go, she wanted to go. And it felt good. It felt good at first, because how we want to have sex, man. When you're young in your 20s, man, you want to have sex 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Man, so we doing our thing. We together, like I said, for a while. I split. We kind of didn't see each other for a couple of weeks. And when I went over to her crib, I pulled up and she jumped out of some other dude's truck. And I'm like, oh man, I know damn well this ain't happening. I ain't. So she runs over to my van. I had a van at the time that was all customized and shit. So I kind of cracked the window a little bit. And she's standing outside the car. I'm like, what's up? So like, yo, I ain't see you in 2 weeks. Didn't see you in 2 weeks, blah, 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 blah. So we going through the motions, man. She's like, open the window up. I'm like, nah, that's enough. This little crack we got, that's enough. Long story short, I finally let her get in the van. We pull around the back, jump in the back of the van, jump up and down. I dropped her off, and that was the last time I saw her ass. Because I realized I'm like, having a nymphomaniac for a girlfriend ain't a smart idea. Because when you have fun with them, but when you finally wake up and you realize, well, if she giving it to me, how many other guys is she screwing in a day?
Yeah,
might be 5, might be 10, might be 20.
Hopefully
you never know. Shit. And for men, I don't see women always want to ask you, not always, but a lot of women want to ask you about how many girls you dealt with. They want to know. Men really, truly don't want to know. I don't want to know how many men you done slept with. I don't want to know that shit. Because the minute you say 30 or 40, I'm walking out the door. I'm out the door like a motherfucker. I don't want to know what your body count is for real. So when you got a chick that worked like a stripper or something like that, or, you don't know, them girls got some super high body counts. Super high.
Ain't no doubt about it. And they swear they've been celibate for 2 years.
In the hundreds. Yeah, well, that's funny too, because a lot of women feel that way. Well, yeah. I haven't had sex in 6 months, so that make me a virgin again. No, I don't. Bitch, you got 12 kids. How you gonna be a virgin again?
Yeah. Hey, listen now, let me hit you with this. Okay, so answer honestly. What's the difference if you got with a girl who been with one dude since she was like 16 or 17 or 18, and she been with him for years, and they screwing all the time, he wearing that thing out, and then you get with her? What's the difference with the body count if she's still having more sex than a woman that ain't been with a dude but been with a bunch of different dudes? She ain't fucking all them dudes every day.
Yeah. I think it's more psychological than anything else, man.
Of course, that's all it is.
Just knowing, just hearing that,
No, I agree. I agree with that, but there's one more thing too. You don't want to be the sucker that's walking around hugging and kissing her, and she done been with 29 or 30 other dudes.
Right, because every time you do that with a woman, you leave something behind.
Yes, sir.
When a guy can go and do whatever he's doing, but it's totally different. It's totally different for women. I think a lot of women with this women liberations movement, they really truly believe that they can do everything that a man can do. But when it comes to having sex with a lot of different men, like men have sex with a lot of different women, literally you take more chances as a woman, because first chance you take is getting pregnant. You got chances you're going to get pregnant. Then you got a chance you're going to catch some kind of disease. Then you got a chance that, this guy might be a psychopath, and, it could be anything. So women take more chances, and it's totally different. It's a different aspect. Okay. But I think a lot of the women, when they get a little older, they realize it and they wish they hadn't did all that, all that sleeping around with a lot of different dudes when they was younger. They wish they hadn't did it.
Okay, let's put this in perspective. So let's go buy a 64 ragtop Impala. You have one owner for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have another one that's been sold and sold and sold and sold and sold. Now, the mileage is the same.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is the multiple owners probably drove the car a little harder. You know what I mean? Probably didn't take care of the car as well as they could have or should have. But
Mm-hmm.
when guys say mileage, 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 it's the same fucking mileage. You had to
Yeah.
change tires, you had to get oil changes, transmission, all of that shit still has
Yeah.
to be changed. So
Yeah.
bottom line with a woman, you see them lips, you see them old big, crooked, swollen lips.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
mileage.
Right. Right. But
That's mileage right there.
yeah. I'm gonna say this one thing though, Kev. There's one part that you're missing.
Yeah.
If a woman has been dealing with 40, 50 different dudes, that means she got the baggage of 40, 50 different dudes that she's carrying, opposed to that one girl having the baggage of one dude. You
But we
finally
don't
see the
know.
difference in that?
All right, what's the baggage? Explain to me what the baggage is.
The baggage is if she had been in a relationship with a guy that was abusive, that was beating her down.
Uh-huh.
The baggage is she went to the next guy, and this guy was beating her up and stealing her money. She then went to another guy. This guy was just he was just a downright dirty motherfucker. That just so she got a lot of battle bruises and a lot of scars that she got to deal with that she's internally dealing with. And you can't see those scars when you look at a person. You just you look at the girl and she's gorgeous, but inside she hurt and she's been abused like a motherfucker, man. If
Well,
she was with that one guy, she doesn't have the amount of abuse unless that guy was the guy type of the guy that was been beating her up for the last 20 years.
there you go, right there. That's the key. We don't
Yeah,
know what this dude was like that she was with. He could have
right.
been number one. He could have been fucking 30 or 40 other girls. Number
Yeah,
two, he could have been beating the shit out of her and making her stay home and locking her up. So we don't
yeah,
know that's the scenario we don't know nothing about. I mean, if you meet
right.
a girl and find
Yeah,
out she had a cool dude or something, you still gotta
yeah.
wonder why they not together. What did she do wrong for
Exactly.
them not to be together no more?
Exactly. What did he do wrong or what did she do wrong? And we'll never get the whole story.
Probably
And
not. More than likely
that's
he
the
won.
problem. That's the problem with relationships. Because I've dealt with different women, and sometimes they will hide a lot of shit from you, and then eventually all of that mess will come out in the long run. Like the girl I was dating that had a cat that she was dealing with that was in jail. And then she tells me a couple of weeks before he getting ready to come home, oh, my old man is coming home in a couple of weeks. It's her apartment, so
Yeah,
now I got to split. I got to
yeah,
split.
yeah. That's a,
So
that's a scenario that happens too.
yeah, that shit happens. But me and the dude end up becoming good fucking friends. All
Damn.
right,
Did y'all
real
talk
good
about
friends.
the pussy?
No, we didn't talk about the nookie, man, but we really did become good fucking friends, man. Because the reason why he didn't approach me in no shitty manner was because the girl she had a couple of kids, right? I used to take the kids to go get ice cream because we was staying in the bottom. Just take them over to Baskin Robbins that was on Century, man, and go get ice cream and shit. I never spanked them. I never whooped them. So it's one of them things, man, where when he asked the kids how I treated them, the kids was like, he used to take us to get ice cream and all that. So he was more concerned and stated, well, yeah, man, you treated my kids good. I knew she was gonna fool around with somebody, but me and you ain't got no problem. But he was a real man. But if he had been, one of the cats that was tripping, then he could have dusted me off right there. I would be gone right now. I wouldn't even know why. You see what I'm saying? That he could have crept up on me and took me out. But
Now,
you know,
now, why would he do that?
why would he do that? Because
Back,
I was jumping up and down on his girl, doggone
back, back to O.J. Simpson. Back to O.J.
ah,
Simpson. So you
yeah.
think this dude might do something to you, but what O.J. supposed to do? Hug and kiss live rolling?
OJ was OJ. Like he said. OJ said, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Asiatic Supreme, Reggie
Uh,
Owens. I was gonna get to the last part about the Dykes next,
yeah.
but Tammy done left a comment about old men. Uh, I don't know if you can see that. I gotta try to find it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna try
did
to.
she?
I'm gonna
Okay,
try to.
she said, and if the one dude is cheating all the time, in and out of woman's face, no, that's in it. She said that's a lot of baggage too. Nah, that ain't the one I was looking for. Damn, man, my keyboard ain't moving right.
Hmm.
All right, she said, I think some older men want younger women because they don't have as much baggage. Now, we'll let KP talk about it, but first, let me tell you this, Tammy. I've had this conversation with a lot of females over the years. An old man don't care about how much baggage the young woman got. And you're going to remember this conversation because I said it on here. When a woman gets older, her tits fall, she starts to get stomach, her booty falls. If she don't work out, her hips and thighs start to get a little holy or wrinkled, varicose veins. Bottom line, back to my car, always compare women to cars. If you got an old Datsun, you got a old 1970 something Datsun. It got some nicks on there, right? Some scratches on there, maybe some dry paint on that motherfucker. And you set it next to a 2025 SUV. Which one you gonna want?
Yeah.
You're not looking at the 2025 like, oh, because it's less mileage. Yeah, that's a plus. You're looking at it like this motherfucker's immaculate. No scratches, no dings, bumper not falling off. What?
Yeah.
Got both headlights that work? No,
Yeah.
that's what it is. They don't care about the mileage on the
Yeah.
baggage on the young one. Because let me
Right.
tell you, the older you are and the younger she is, it's a whole lot of baggage. Because all she wants you for is your money, your gifts.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. She
So
wants you for that, and the reasons that you would take time. You take an older guy's gonna take more time, spend more time with her if that's what she's looking for. Because some women actually like dealing with married men because they got to take their ass home. You come
now
over to the crib, kick it, yeah, take your ass home, old motherfucker, and you go on about your business. But
that's right.
but I think a lot of guys like the guys that I know, friends of mine, we deal with whoever we deal with. But I got my girl. But anyway,
I,
it's
I
like
think
this.
I
It's
think
like this. The situation is most older guys are not really don't care about the baggage and all that, but we do want peace of mind. And if we can't get
absolutely
peace of
that's
mind,
number
we can't get
one.
peace of mind from you. We ain't kicking it. We
That's
are
number
definitely not.
one. Man, I agree 100%, man. Peace of mind or we can't kick it.
Yep.
You gotta be able to love your conversations with your girl, man. You gotta
Yep.
be able to sit up or lay up and be able to talk and conversate. You don't
Right.
want
Right.
no arguing and no nagging, and definitely don't want a woman telling an old man about what he should be doing with his life or
Right.
how he should have his coffee table or nightlight.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
But I
But
see a lot of these videos that be popping up on YouTube, and it seems like what I've been seeing is a lot of women demanding a lot of financial things from
yeah,
guys,
yes,
and the younger guys really don't have that to give in the first place.
a lot of
But
olders
even if
ain't got
even
it either no more.
right, even if they did, they wouldn't give it to you because you're coming at them wrong.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
plays a big part.
yeah, if you want to be a hooker, just be a hooker. Just tell me how much the nookie costs, and I'll give you the money, the cost of the nookie, and let's get it over with. But don't tell me I got to give you $200 so you can get your hair done, or get your fingernails done, or go get pay a babysitter and all that, just because we getting ready to go out and eat. You should have took care of all that shit before I got there.
So
Why is that my responsibility?
Asiatic Supreme says 50-ish women got ghost booty that flipped upside down. So that goes to what I was saying. So Asiatic Supreme
Yeah.
basically confirming what I said about older women. But I always try to make it a point to say if they don't work out. Because if a woman takes care of her body and she eats
Yeah.
right or she exercises, her body won't fall apart like that.
Right. Exactly. Man, shit. I'm telling you right now, man. And I don't really like talking about my girl, but shit, she take care of herself, and she's always been the type of person that would at least if she ain't gonna do nothing else, she'd at least get out and walk, to keep to stay active.
Yeah,
But I know some chicks, man, that are like really like in their 60s, man. And if you saw their bodies, you would not believe they look like 20-year-olds. And it's
yeah,
like unbelievable,
they
man. They
working out and eating. Because
they working out.
you're gonna get that kangaroo pouch.
Yeah, yeah.
KP, you noticed when you was coming up, I'm not going to say when you was coming up, but I'm going to say once you became an adult because I can identify with those years a lot better. But you
Mhm.
notice women used to have their jeans, their bell bottoms, or their slacks would come up to their waist, and now these girls all wear stuff that come up to their navel.
Yeah, yeah. But here's the problem now that you have. You got a lot of older women that are dressing like 20-year-olds
Yeah,
because they really truly believe that they can compete with these
they
20-year-old
do.
women. And the
They do
20-year-old women,
believe
they
that.
would never be able to do that because a 20-year-old is just that. She's a 20-year-old.
They
It's like,
do. They do
you know,
believe that too, man. A lot
yeah.
of them.
You putting on spandex and all that, showing every inch of your body with the spandex on, but at the same time, you got cottage cheese thighs, and that shit is showing through the spandex too. So they ain't thinking. They not thinking, man. Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
but I
not
mean,
thinking.
I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying they be trying to cover up their pouch,
Yeah, but
cover up, cover up their
how,
low
how many
belly.
times? Look, Kev, I grew up in L.A. and at the time in the '70s, we used to chase a lot of women that was getting county checks. Right? We
Uh,
young players, we trying to learn the game. But I'm talking about I went to a crib where the grandmother was on welfare, the daughter was on welfare, the mother was on welfare, and then the daughter had a baby. So that's 4 generations that was all in one crib that couldn't manage 25 cents between them. And it was so pathetic. But when you're young, you think you're doing something, you think you're doing something. And it's like, yeah, man, that was an eye opener for me. And I'm like, y'all keep going running back and forth to the store. I got a car outside. We can go to the supermarket and just get groceries. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the supermarket and get some groceries. Running over across the street to this Chinese man, little store, buying that old food and shit he got up and they've been sitting there for weeks, that ain't even fresh. But so it's just certain things that you got to go through, man. But I I have appreciation. I have respect for all people until they disrespect me. And when they disrespect me, man, I'm done with them.
mhm.
And I try to give everybody a shot. You know what I'm saying? But it's really a sad. We living in a sad situation now, right now, man, because a lot of people are suffering financially, and a lot of people are just going through the motions, man, just dealing with what they got to deal with on a daily basis, and it's really uh, it seems like it's a no-win situation. 'Cause once if you at that point where you like one check away from being out on the street, that's a hell of a thought and a hell of a way to live. And the people that are setting up all this stuff, it's almost like that's what they want to happen. They want people to rely on the government, continue to rely on the government, and continue to uh, be subservient to certain people. Folk,
Reggie Owens said we used to call homies that were full of single women on the county the tuna factory.
uh,
Big TY wants to hook up with Westside Ebby.
Yep.
Westside Abby sitting there with her boyfriend, man. You better watch out. You better watch out. Scrunchy
Yep.
from Santana. Hey, but yeah, man, the one thing about relationships, one thing about life, man, you just steady learning. I mean, you learning to the end. Long as you,
Yeah.
but like, I always go back to what AC Babalu said. He said, "A learned man is a dead man."
Mm.
Because you constantly learning. You're learning something new. There's new technology.
Yep.
There, there's new everything, new generation, new eras. Everything's constantly evolving.
Yeah. Yeah. We constantly learning, man. And the minute you shut your mind down and you think you know it all, you fucked.
Okay, we
You are
got
fucked.
Denifu in here. You want to holler at Denifu or you want to excuse yourself?
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but bring them on.
Yeah, you said that last time. He's a brother with a whole lot of knowledge, and
Hmm.
he got a lot of Crip history, and y'all may or may not have ran across some of the same circles.
Hmm.
He's probably, what year was you born? 50 what?
57.
Yeah, he's got you by a couple of years, maybe
Yeah.
3
But
years.
that don't really mean much though, Kev.
No, no. What I'm saying is it puts you in a bracket to where you probably knew the dudes that he knew. Now, if you
Hmm.
said you was born in 1959, I say no, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
But I know you got a lot of knowledge of what was going on around LA, the greater LA and Inglewood during your years, because you wasn't confined to no one spot like a lot of gang members that came after you. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, and then he got around too. So that's why I say you
Yeah.
got may have ran across some of the same
Oh
people in the
yeah.
circle.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, what area was he from?
Bonzella,
I don't even know nothing
Bonzella,
about that.
60 something. Where the Brams and the Hoovers was at.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Yeah. Well, I know quite a few six deuces, six deuce Browns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you know
Yep.
Hoover Joe?
No, I didn't.
Did you know Bam Bam?
Yeah. Bam Bam from you talking about Bam Bam from the Hoovers?
Yes,
A
sir.
Trey, A Trey, A Trey Hoovers?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
See, y'all gonna know some of the same people, especially
Yeah.
because you probably knew some Brams. He know all the Brams,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
original ones, the ones that go way back.
Yeah. Yeah. Bam Bam was out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was out there. He had a rep,
yeah,
serious reputation. But I know a
yeah,
cat that stayed right there on 83rd and Hoover, man. At them apartments right there. A cat named Harvey that actually went to Morningside. I used to go over his house a lot, but he wasn't gangbanging, but he used to drink all the time. He was, used to drink and smoke all the time. So we was over his house smoking a lot.
yeah.
Yep, yeah, yep. But
Hey
till
man,
one,
I'm gonna take a moment to shout out Tony, formerly known as Cartoon Fire Truck. We talked the other night, man. Good conversation. It's always good to keep in contact with some of the people you interviewed, or you know, uh, you may have differences, but we got more in common than we don't have in common. So it's always good to conversate and keep a good rapport with brothers from the platform, man. And
without a
Cartoon's a
doubt,
good dude, man. At the end of the day, he's a really good dude.
yeah, he got a lot of knowledge, man. A lot of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nifu gave a great interview. I love his style and annex, and of course his history. He got history. Yeah, I like his annex too. I got a homeboy that reminds me a lot of Denifu. He's about no, he's about 2 years younger than me, but
Mhm.
he was a solid dude with a good reputation and a reputation for violence, that is. And he got a lot of the same annex. I don't know how to get in touch with Evie, homie. Maybe on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm sitting here. I was trying to open up my computer, man, so I could see the uh the doggone comments. Damn it, I didn't forgot my. I don't know how in the hell I forgot my damn YouTube password.
I always forget. I save everything. So if anybody steal my computer or my phone, once they get past the initial getting in, they can access all my stuff because I forget all that stuff.
Yeah,
When I first got on all this stuff, you just get a simple password. Now they be talking about you got to have 10 characters, a number, a capital letter, and all this other stuff. So I just put save. Remember my
yeah,
password.
yeah. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, I respect the mission the cartoon is on as well, and I don't know how much y'all gather or get out of his messages, but he uh he actually has other things going on. You know what I mean, with Country Wayne and some other YouTube creators, and so he's not just one dimensional. He's not limited to YouTube. He got other things going on as well. And he got a
Mm,
lot of good plans that he can execute pretty well. It's just a matter of if he stick to it or he really want to do them or not.
yeah,
But some of the other creators I speak to are not creative. All they do is copy, bite, steal, uh,
yeah,
get involved in mess. I don't really have good conversations with a lot of other content creators.
yeah. It's a lot of guys out there that just like cut and paste. All they do
Yeah,
is cut and paste from other people's videos, and they make. And but the thing about it is, they actually prosperous with it.
they do.
They prosper using other people's shit, and I've been trying because I went on Google one time, and I said let me Google my information here. I Google up KP Video News, and it turns out that a black university somewhere down south had pasted that whole interview that I did and put it on their webpage. Now, at first I was upset, but then I thought about it. I said, okay, well, they give me a little exposure. But since it was a black historical black college, I didn't make no big deal out of it.
Yeah.
But from time to time, you really got to go through and Google yourself, and then you'll be surprised, man, how much of your content will pop up under somebody else's banner.
Man, my content's everywhere. People send me videos. I'm like, y'all win, man. Yeah. So many people stole so much shit from me. It's overwhelming, homie.
Yeah,
Somebody had asked me, what's the girl's name that I was talking about? I won't give out her name. She probably got kids now or other family
uh,
members or boyfriends.
yeah.
So,
No, that ain't necessary.
yeah, I'm gonna leave that back in the past. But I will say this much: when I told that story about some dumb moves coming to court, which was later confirmed either on purpose or by accident, she was in court that day. She know the names and faces because she went to Inglewood High School with a lot of them dudes, and I'm gonna just say that and leave it right there.
Yep. But yeah, man, you know how many guys? Well, we just this is a whole nother conversation though. How many guys have basically been through the motions of chasing a girl for whatever reason, trying to get involved with a girl, only to get set up by a girl, and got smoked because of a chick that they've been following. Because you let your guard down, guys will let their guards down. Real easy, man. And I'm not no exception, but it's like the more beautiful a woman is, the easier it is for a man to let his guard down and start, and you be thinking, well, hey, y'all, all right, this girl is really cool and she in my corner. And then she come on by the house and you get over there, man. It's 35 cats, man, in the bed in the back room waiting on your ass.
Well,
Ready.
well, let me say this. I think them is two different situations. Again, if you never been in a situation where you was sprung and stalking and chasing a girl, then you don't really know how it go. I never let my guard down. My guard was always up. When I was on my missions, I had big guns ready for whoever, whenever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you just meet a girl and you ain't on that crazy stuff, then yeah, you have your guards down. You put on your nice cologne and nice clothes, your dress shoes, go over there to chill with her. Yeah, absolutely, you could get caught up like that. But
Mm-hmm.
not when you crazy about a girl like I was. You ain't slipping. That's
Yeah.
what you're not doing.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I was the type of cat, man, that I was pretty much I was pretty much always, not always, but a lot of times after, especially after I walked away from doing what I was doing out there in the streets. And as far as the gangbanging was concerned, hey man, I was always running into chicks from, from the other side. And you know, we hit it off. We hit it off real well. So it's like, okay, we hit it off real well. And but that's how I told you how I met Tookie and Jamel and all them niggas, man.
Right,
They, dating girls that wasn't from my neighborhood,
right.
but
You want
they treated me good though, you know.
let me say this too, man. It's crazy now that we older, right? When you get older, you can have these conversations and you can understand them a lot better. But it's crazy how many older women you can talk to. When I say older, I'm gonna say like 40, 47 and up,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't know that they man or their kid's father was a player or a ladies man.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
did one video about one of my homies, rest in peace, and I talked about him being a ladies' man in that story. The story's probably only 12 minutes. And one of his main girls got wind of the video. She hates
Uh-huh.
me to this day. She don't like me. She cut me off, supposedly. I don't see her or talk to her anyway. But probably, shit, probably over 20 years. And so she's mad because I said he was a ladies' man. And a
Uh-huh.
couple of my homies agree with her and side with her and say that I should have mentioned her name. Let me say two things. Number one, how do I know she wanted her name mentioned? It's better
Yeah.
not to mention no names.
Right, right.
Number two, he was a ladies' man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why he's in so many pictures with different women. It is
yeah,
not my fault that you didn't know he was a lady. It's not my fault you didn't know he was fucking all these other women. That's not my fault.
yeah.
I'm remembering my homeboy the way I remember my homeboy. No
Right.
disrespect to her or any other female.
Yeah. Yep. I had to go all the way around the mulberry bush, man, to get to this Kev Mac page. And now, doggone it, I can't. The motherfucker won't let me in.
Man, listen, man, I done talked to so many women. I ain't gonna say so many, but numerous women who didn't know they dudes was players.
Mm-hmm.
And it just amazes me how you didn't know that. When the
Yeah.
whole town knows that.
Yeah.
It ain't like you snitching on somebody.
Well, he was a player.
Everybody know it.
He was a player, So shit, she wasn't supposed to know if he was playing this game the way it was supposed to be played. The way it's supposed to be played. That means he was really playing his game well. His own girl never knew. She never knew, but she
Man,
eventually found out. You know, I talked to this girl one time. As a matter of fact, uh, she was a chick that kind of liked me when I was in junior high school when I first moved to California. But I didn't have no feelings for her like that because I was friends with her brother. And a lot of times if I dealt with somebody as a friend, I didn't fool around with my friend's sisters. You know, that's the way I
Oh
played it.
no, no. Hey, the
But
link is in the chat for Denifu, man. The link is in the chat for Denifu if he wants to come on for another 20 to 50 minutes. I will give my elder 50 minutes if he so choose to stay on that long.
yep, I had to set up a whole new password. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Reggie, I kind of think it's foolish. I have to agree. I think it's foolish. I mean, you gotta know a dude's a ladies' man when he's fresh every day. Pants iron, clothes wrinkle free, no lint. He got the perm, you know what I'm saying? He got the stature, he got the walk, the talk. You gotta know he macking more than just you. But I'm saying more than that, bigger than that is everybody know, male and females know this dude get around.
yeah. Look at my comment, Kel Mac. People see what they want to see.
I
That's
see it.
like if you dealing with a girl, just say you kicking it with a girl, and you're in love with this chick. No matter what somebody tells you, you they can say a lot of negative shit about your girl, but you ain't gonna believe it because you
Right.
love that person that much. You're gonna be like, oh no, you trying to break us up. You trying to do this. You see what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
lot of shit like happens like that. If you really care for a person enough, it ain't nothing anybody can say, not even your mother and father can say to break you up from dealing with that person.
No, that's a fact. But I wasn't specific, but I kind of gave a hint when I said, to my homeboy, rest in peace.
Yep.
I'm talking about dead, these men that are dead. So now it's all right to talk to them and ask them things. And they be like, nah, my man, he went to work and came home. Or, yeah, he liked to go to the party and then he come home and we get high.
Yeah.
Man, if you want to knock it off, yeah, they want to know if you ever been to New York.
No, I've never been to. I've been to New York as a kid, as a little kid, but not as an adult. No.
I'm disagreeing with Miss 213. She says women know because we study men. I, I totally disagree because, like I said, I talked to numerous women that didn't know their man was a player.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a two-way street. You know, you got women out there that's real smooth with what they do.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
absolutely.
listen. I worked at the same job for 30 years. Okay, 30 years after I gave up on the streets. 30 years, same job. I saw so many different scenarios and so many different situations and relationships happen. And I was involved in a few relationships too on the job.
Yeah.
But you got guys that got wives at home, but then they got a work wife.
Yes.
You got women that got husbands at home, but they got a work husband. This
Yes.
guy's bringing food to her for her every day. You know, women bringing food to guys every day,
Yes.
and it's like they literally in serious kind of relationships. I got cats calling home, baby, I gotta go. I gotta work overtime tonight. Well, he wasn't going working overtime. He going to kick it with his work wife for a couple of hours, and then he going on to the crib. But I said that to say this, man. It's like a lot of different things that go on in life, and anybody that can say, "Well, I never did that." All right, fine. That's you. But there's so many different personalities out there that you got to deal with, man. The girl came straight clean and told me she liked dealing with married men, like I said earlier, because married men have to go home.
I used to
They-
hear that, KP. I don't hear it no more, but I used to hear that all the time.
yeah, they have to
Uh,
go home. And one
And
dude kicking it with his girl left his wife, decided he gonna go over to this chick's house. We got his suitcase and everything, and she like, well, where you going? You know, what the fuck you doing over here? Shit, take your ass back home.
uh, let me, Tammy's in agreement with me. She said, I think a lot of times women don't want to believe the signs. And if the man has a good mouthpiece to smooth it over, a lot of women believe it. And like KP said, it's a two-way street. A lot of women can do the same thing. Baby, I
If a
love
woman
you. I
is
wouldn't cheat on
fine,
you.
if a woman is fine, if a woman is treating you halfway good, you overlook a lot of shit, man. You do.
Yeah.
It's just human nature. But
No,
if a girl is not really that beautiful, and I'm being honest, women, I want y'all to be listen to what I'm saying before you jump the gun and try to figure out what I'm saying. If a woman is extremely beautiful, she gets away with murder compared to a woman that's just average. And it's like that. And just like a lot of handsome guys. If it's women out there that would go crazy if somebody like Boris Kojo or some, one of these, movie star guys spoke to them, they would literally do whatever this guy told them to do. But in reality, the guy could be a piece of shit. But he
hey,
fits the profile that they're looking for.
yeah. Hey,
Guys
we've
6
been
feet
on here
tall.
almost 2 hours. If y'all can and you're willing, just throw up a little super chat. It'll be appreciated. But look, I want to say this. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Yeah. He was
Oh,
talking about people and women and how people
yeah.
how people choose and how people make
Oh,
mistakes.
well, I know what it was when you talked about work. Two, two things. So number one, when I worked as a school bus driver, 18 years old, I would go to work, homie, and male and females would be hollering at each other, flirting with each other, and touching on each other. Some of the men, like if something happened on the job, maybe a woman's car wasn't working right or something, the men will go out their way to help that woman. The woman knew she could count on that man to help her, you
Yeah.
know. And so what you're saying is right, but I did some homework many years ago, decades ago. I did some homework, and there's scientific studies that when a man and a woman in the workplace start seeing each other every day and have minimum or more interaction, there's a
Mhm.
stimulation in the brain that there's dopamine
Right.
that makes
Right.
y'all fall for one another. And that's the reason why so many men and women get divorced or have bad relationships because they're having a extra affair at work.
Right.
So
Right.
everything you said is correct, and that's why I'm sitting here shaking my head.
Right.
But
But
yeah,
it happens.
yeah, it
How can
happens all the time.
if you got a relationship with a person that you work with and that person at work is treating you better than the person that you sleep with every night, of course you're mentally you're going to be attracted to that person that's treating you better. That's that's human nature, I think, man. I really do believe that. But like I said earlier, man, when I've I've dated a lot of different types of women, some beautiful, some not so beautiful, and I have to say it, when I realized that the women that were not as attractive treated me better, way better than the women that were beautiful, my whole attitude changed. My whole attitude changed about how I dealt with different women. I was no longer looking for those superstar beautiful women any longer. I was, because I could have more fun with the average girl. So I don't judge. I don't right now. I really don't judge. I If a person is treating me good, that's the person that I'm more attracted to now, opposed to how a woman looks, how they
Yeah,
look.
yeah. I
So,
gotta have a combination. She gotta look good and be good. Uh,
yeah.
that trumps all for me. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Kind of to go along with what you're saying, but a little different angle. Put it like this: your bottom line is correct. A person, a male or a female, can love their companion and don't
Mhm.
give a fuck how they look, because it might be the sex, it might be the conversation, it might be just that what's that word I'm looking? The chemistry.
Right,
And
right,
so looks ain't shit. And once you start liking a person like that, you may not even notice how unattractive he or she is
right.
because you're not looking at her for
You
that.
don't look at that. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I've had some women that were not really attractive at all, but they treated me so good that made them look attractive. It
Thank
really
you.
did. It made them look attractive. So it's
Thank you.
like, yeah, shit.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but thank you, Asiatic Supreme, Tammy, Black Warrior Spirit. Thank you, God.
Yep, yep.
And Reggie has said something that I agree with. Let me find what Reggie said. He said, old folks used to keep their women away from working. They knew what the outcome of her working was going to be. This is why
Yep.
marriage has declined. Now,
Right.
that's a fact because there was a lot of housewives. There was a lot of stay-at-home moms back in the day.
Right, right,
Not
right.
no more. And now
Yeah,
the women are the breadwinners. The women got more jobs and good and better paying
yeah.
jobs nowadays than the men.
Right. Right. Because I mean the men have been replaced by Hispanic men taking their jobs most of the time. So we got undercut. Now I started seeing it happen in the mid to late '70s when a lot of Hispanics was willing to work for $2 an hour while we was getting paid $8 an hour, and so they came in and just basically took our jobs because they was the owners of the businesses were like these guys are willing to work for less money, so let's hire them, and we never recovered from that. But back to the relationship thing, man. If a person feels comfortable with you no matter what they look like, they're going to go out of their way to keep you around because they're not getting that attention. They're not getting that attention at home. The husband might be a hard working type dude, and he gets home and he's tired and he's sleepy, so he ain't, he's not really conversating with his girl. And like what some of the women said, women be studying guys, and they do whether they want to or not because they go on emotions. They go on how they feel, how you make them feel today. You could be an excellent provider. You could be an amazing provider, but you don't make them feel beautiful or you don't make them feel wanted or needed, then that affects them mentally, man. And then they already ready to check out. They already checked out mentally. So they ready to
And
leave, you know.
there's a part you said that is a fact. Of course, I agree with it. Once upon a time, women loved the man that gave them compliments.
Hmm.
Now you compliment a woman, she might cuss your ass out. She
Yeah,
think
that's
you
because
joking
they
or
do.
being
You know why they
sarcastic.
do that? They do that because they were taught that by other women with that was going along with that feminist movement, taught them how to be combative and bitter.
Hmm.
And it's like you can do whatever a man can do. You can do better than a man and this and that. But I'm seeing a lot of younger women that are breaking away from that because this young chick that I talked to, she said, you know what? I would rather be married with a guy that works and all I got to do is stay at home with and take care of these kids compared to having to get up and go to work every day. And the lady girl was like, she was tired. She was tired, and she was mad. You know what she was mad at? She was mad at older women that came up with that mentality. She was pissed. She's like, man, I'm tired of these old women telling us don't do this for a man, don't do that for a man. She said she was willing to work, do whatever she had to do just to get a good man so she could stay at home and just raise kids.
Man,
So, hey, it is
uh,
what it is, bro.
I mentioned this before. I'm gonna tell it again since we on the subject tonight. Good looking out, West Side Emmy. I appreciate it. She says support KMV. Hit that like button and subscribe. And Reggie, I seen that comment where you agreed about women do not like compliments nowadays. I don't know, man. I absolutely am appreciative that you agree with some of the things I'm saying tonight because you're very outspoken and you are a very well read brother and you know your subjects. And we had a lot. Well, I'm not gonna say we had a lot of the same experiences, but we have a lot of the same thoughts on different subjects. And I appreciate you, brother. Let me say that. Brother Denifo says something wrong with the connection. I will try to walk you
Oh,
through it next Thursday.
right.
Probably something to do with the Wi-Fi, maybe.
Yeah, he just got to separate. He just got to box that, bring everything together because it was too many spaces between the link. You got
Yeah.
to take them spaces out from between the link.
Yeah, but somebody else, I think Asiatic Supreme, somebody said something about, or maybe it wasn't him, but somebody said something about those work relationships turn out to be the worst when they don't work
Yeah.
out. That's a fact because
Yeah.
with
You
as
still got
far
to
as
see that person. You still got to see that person after the
yeah,
relationship is over with, and it could
yeah,
really complicate your job. I've been through that, so
absolutely,
I'm like, wait a
absolutely. But the woman, the one, I don't know about the man. I don't know no instances of the man, but the woman will go wreck the home. She telling everything because she
minute.
really wants you and she can't have you. She pissed.
Yeah,
I used to see that a lot, man. As a young pup, man, I seen a lot of women cheating on me. I seen, and you know, we used to get the most coochie, the dudes that had like some pull, like supervisors and
oh
shit.
yeah, supervisors without a doubt, they
They
get it
was
thrown.
getting all the coochie, man.
Anybody with power and money is automatically getting the play. They automatically
Yeah,
get the play.
yeah,
But
man.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think women really do like compliments, but it all depends on the motherfucker that's giving them the compliment and how he come about it. Because if you come in there, I think you're pretty, man, she ain't gonna feel no confidence from your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you come across. But if a cat comes in there looking like Magilla Gorilla and he got confidence and that motherfucker smooth, man, he could speak to a girl and man, she be damn near ready to faint because he's smooth with it. You know what I'm saying?
I, I'm
But
a, I'm gonna try to agree with you, but first let me say this: I'm sticking to my story. They used to enjoy compliments, but
mhm,
now they no longer do. They get upset. So let
right,
me try to agree with you and say this, but a whole different spin to it. If a man is so smooth, speaks with
mhm.
so much confidence, and he can convince his woman that he really means it, that bitch got to be the slowest bitch on earth if she think she the only one.
Well, okay, that's a good comment, and that is definitely a good scenario that you just mentioned, because there are a lot of people that fall for a certain type. Because now this is what I'm hearing now, and the women y'all know because you got some friends that say this. A guy got to be 6 feet tall, he got to have a six pack, and he got to make six figures. 666. All right, so that's the sign of the devil right there, 666. But anyway, a guy. So you got to remember that if it's 10 of y'all at the club and all 10 of y'all are looking for the same type guy, but that guy when he comes to the club, it might be a certain type of woman that he's looking for, and you may not fit that bill. So now what? Are you gonna throw yourself on this particular guy because you think this is the guy for me? Man, look, I got three sisters, bro, and a whole house full of aunts, aunts and cousins, female cousins, and I know and I've learned from them. And my sister told me, she said, you know what? If you respect your woman, she would do anything for you. But if you fuck over her, you done. You're toast. So like I said, I try to respect everybody that I meet, man, because you never know, that person might be down the line, might be somebody that you can hook up with in life. But man, look,
Well,
I've dated a lot of women, I've broken up with a lot of women, but I can guarantee damn near every woman I ever broke up with, I could go back to, with the exception of that stalker that was stalking my ass. Shit.
I mean, I try to be respectful to people as well, but sometimes it just don't work like that. But I
Yep.
always try to number one rule is just be respectful to people, period. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much hate in this world, so many ignorant people of all races in this world that
Right.
they get off to a bad start. Sometimes I could be the bigger man and be like, damn, that motherfucker tripped. But
Yeah.
sometimes, usually if it's another race,
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak up, man, because I don't know, man. I was brought up being pro-black, period. But I'm not gonna profess to be this
Yeah.
pro-black guy. I'm black and I'm proud all the time. But man, I'm gonna
Right.
stand up for my people when there's nobody else to stand up for us. So
Right. Right.
sometimes I get out of line quick. I play the race card quick as a motherfucker, violently, and
Yeah.
I hate that when I snap. But again, sometimes I'll be the bigger man and I could just roll past it. And I say,
Right.
damn, that fool must be having a bad day.
Yeah. You can rush it off. Now, just like you just said that combination conversation. This past summer, I came to LA and I went to my class reunion. They had a big picnic, man, at Centinela Park. It was over 3,000 people there. But
Yeah,
anyway, man, so they had a couple of guys that had a couple of lowriders that was actually down in the park, that they had parked them down in the park. And it was a 6'4" man that was amazing. So it was a guy who's talking to this girl, and I walked up and I said, excuse me, man, this belong to you? And immediately, man, she went off. I don't belong to nobody, blah, blah. I said, oh, wait a minute, sister. I was talking about this car. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about this car over here. But immediately, man, she went to the negativity, and then she just stood there like, she didn't have nothing to say. But sometimes people are so filled with rage and anger, like you saying, that, and they've had a bad day or whatever. I wasn't even talking about her, you know, but that was a total misunderstanding. But now it's like, man, why are people, she can't looked at me like I was coming at her. And if I would have been coming like that, damn, that would have been not only disrespectful to her, it would have been disrespectful to him too. Why I would be like trying to hit on your girl right there while you standing there talking to your woman,
yeah,
and you talking about me putting my life in jeopardy,
yeah,
but it's like we really need to get on the same page when it comes to communication. Communication is key, man. We
yeah.
can't, black men and black women cannot continue to have this struggle and this battle between each other. And I gave up on that a long time ago, because I'm not going to compete with you. I'm not going to compete with you for anything under no circumstances. I know
Right,
who I am, and I got enough confidence in myself to know who I am and what I'm capable of doing. Why
right,
would I compete with a woman,
right. Well, I learned
or
something new
anybody
this.
for that matter?
I learned something new this year, though, man. Don't let my ego get in the way. Sometimes we become egotistical because
Yeah,
we're brought up to be masculine and stand your ground, but you can
yeah,
easily block your blessings by trying to be like that. So another thing too,
right,
I wanted to say, and I can't speak for other men, but I can speak for myself and think that other men are this way. I think as we get older, relationships become easier. I think as
yeah,
long as you're still young and you
yeah,
got a young woman, the
yeah,
word you use is compete. I think
right,
I think it's like a competition. Who could be out in the streets? Who could be more popular? Who can get
right, right,
things done? Who's gonna take care of the kids and still pay bills? But when you get older, it's like ain't no more of that shit.
right. Well, you're more established when you get older. You got some bread, you got some money in your pocket, you've already experienced a lot of things
Experience.
that you realize don't mean nothing, because
Yeah,
we trivialize a lot of stuff. In other words, we take small stuff and blow that shit up to where it's so big that, and then you look back at it, you say, damn, I just cussed my girl out all because she asked me if I wanted some eggs for breakfast.
yeah,
Stupid shit. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, but when you get older, you like, yeah, you kind of mellow out. You mellow out, and it's like the little menial, tiny little shit don't upset you like it used to when you
Right.
was. when you was younger. You
Right. It's
just don't.
easier to look past it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, my chick that I was dealing with years ago, tiny shit, man, she would blow that shit up, blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. And I'm like, really, we go through the house and we fix the problem, and we come back 2 weeks later, we arguing again, and we fix it, we come back. To me, in my mind, that's the same argument. But in her mind, it was a different argument each time. Well, I had to break it down. So I said, look, regardless of whether it was the same argument or different argument, we still argue too damn much. This shit got to stop.
I ain't doing no arguing.
It got to stop. Otherwise, I'm out of here. So I had to leave, man. I had to leave because it was like it was too stressful of a situation to be in. But she was the type of woman that told me she had been abused and beat up and been through all these different type of bad relationships. And I wasn't that guy. I wasn't that guy.
Man. Yes. You know what? Along the way in life, and I'm not talking about girls that I mess with, but just girls that I talk to, man, I'm surprised at how many black women had it so hard in life, or even like the mixed women, half black, half white, that had such a hard childhood, man. It's crazy, and it's not talked about a whole lot. But a lot of women been touched on by their family members and raped and sexually
They've been through a lot.
abused.
They've been through
crazy.
a lot. They've been through a lot. I'm an understanding person, so I got a lot of women that they come to me and they talk to me about those kind of things.
Yes,
and it shocked the hell out of me to find out that one of the guys that I knew from high school had did something like that to one of the girls that I knew from high school. And I've been looking at that motherfucker crazy ever since. It's like, man, I never, she said, don't even worry about it, because I was ready to lay hands on dude, even though that shit was like 50 fucking years ago. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of it was by stepfathers, their mama's boyfriends.
Right. That precious situation.
Yeah.
Saw that movie Precious. But yeah, that kind of shit, man. You got that creepy uncle, and the people in the family know, don't leave the kids around that creepy motherfucker. And that creepy motherfucker that didn't get invited to the Thanksgiving dinner today.
Yeah.
Creepy son bitch. Keep his ass out the house.
I'm gonna go on and wrap it up, KP, man. We had a good live tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
You want to finish this tomorrow?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, why not? Why not?
I'm with it. We touched on different topics.
Yeah.
We can find something else to talk about tomorrow, but these are conversations men and women need to have.
Exactly.
If they based on reality. But
if we ever, Mac, let me say this real quick. If we're ever going to advance as a people, the black family is going to have to get back together. The black family is going to have to get back together. Then that creates stronger neighborhoods, and then that creates stronger cities and stronger economy for us as a people. Right now, I'm participating in the big blackout. We blacking it out, man. We're not doing no shopping at Walmart, Target, and a lot of other stores that gave up on their diversity programs. And actually, it started on the 25th all the way through, they said December 3rd, but I'm carrying it all the way to January 15th, King Day, Martin Luther King's birthday. I'm not going. Christmas is done. I'm done. I'm not spending no money for Christmas. I done already told my grandkids, but what I did do was I got a cousin that got a little business. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna buy from black people. I'm gonna shop with my people, but I'm not shopping with anybody that ain't supporting black folks. I'm done. They take the same money that we give them and turn around and give that billions of dollars to Trump and all of those negative people that's trying to take all our rights away, or taking money, supporting ICE and all that. Come on, man, we got to start sticking together, opening up our own black businesses, which is something that I grew up with. Black businesses all throughout my whole neighborhood. When I first moved to LA, from Central all the way to La Brea, it was nothing but black businesses, nightclubs, stores, gas stations. Black people own damn near the whole city. But you go out ride through LA now, I think it's one black owned gas station left in LA right now. One. So we got to get back to owning things, man, owning our own community.
Yeah, well, that's crazy how when you go to a black business, all you see is black customers.
But that's good. That's keeping the money in the community. That's helping us, because those other people that take the money out, they're spending it. If you got a Korean in your neighborhood and they take that money over to the Koreatown is spotless because they've sucked the money out of your neighborhood and invested it in their neighborhood. But
that's my point, which goes back to what you were saying earlier. We'll go spend what the whites, the Mexicans, and the Asians do.
That's what I'm saying. We will, and we have been doing that. But you know how much money we spend? I think it's a $1.7 trillion every year. Black people spend in the United States. That's more than a lot of countries. A lot of countries don't have that kind of money.
My whole point is other races don't support our local businesses. What they do support is if you're an actor, you're a comedian, or you're an athlete.
But they're making money off of you. They support you because they're making more money off you than you're making off them. But here's the problem, Mac.
They like our lifestyle.
They love our lifestyle. They love our swagger. They love everything about us. They love our music. They love everything about us, but they don't like us. So the problem is right now, just like the Hispanics, for instance, you go to any black restaurant in LA right now and you go in the kitchen and you're going to see Hispanics in there cooking the food. Now, if it's a soul food joint, it's a soul food joint. The Hispanics cooking the food. But do you think Hispanics are coming in there buying food? Hell no. You go over to what's the name of that big Mexican restaurant that's in LA? Rosa's or something like that. You go in there, it's black people lined up outside the door buying that Mexican food.
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
you think it's Mexicans going over there to Doolin's? Hell no. Outside of the Mexicans that work at Doolin's. The Mexicans work at Doolin's. Ramona's. Black folks lined up going to Ramona's.
Reggie Owens is saying the same thing I was saying. Only seeing black customers and black businesses is because other races won't support that black business.
They don't support black business.
We'll take our ass to their business
real quick. So they made it so we don't trust each other. It's been 400 years of programming for us to not trust each other, not support each other, because they realized that when black people started getting economic prosperity, they destroyed black cities, not just Tulsa. They destroyed maybe about 40 black cities in the United States around the same time, around 1919 and 1920.
Yeah.
That one city down in Atlanta, they actually flooded the whole city, and it's a big lake now, but they say weird things be happening at that lake. When white people go to that lake, they usually drown. Now, anybody from Georgia that's on here, they can tell me the name of that lake, but I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it was riots in Chicago, New York, DC, all across the country. They call it the Red Summer, 1919, 1920. They were killing black folks and like crazy because a lot of black people was leaving the South, going to getting these jobs and all this. But we as a people, man, Farrakhan and all these other cats been saying it for a long time. Get your own. We got to get our own stuff, and we got to support each other. Who got us besides us? Nobody. Nobody got us but us. It's a few of us that stick together, but it's for the most part, most of us don't. So that's all I'm saying. We got to get back right. The black family got to get back right. The black community got to get back right. We got to stop killing each other, and we got to stop doing all this madness, because all they doing is sitting back. They got black folks on autopilot killing each other, while the Klan just sit back and laugh.
Yeah.
Sit back and laugh. They say, oh man, look at these black folks
out
here killing each other.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, KP. Thanks, Super Chats. Appreciate y'all. As
Yep.
we said, that's why I decided to teach Black history. That's right. That's what's up. Support
Amazing.
your
Amazing.
best YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can go on eBay, Kevin Mac 101, to get your KMV and your KM Legendary stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. You got the gear
Especially,
over there.
yeah,
Got the gear.
especially you ladies. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
All right, my brother.